Success shouldn't be measured by material. It shouldn't be measured by money. It shouldn't be measured by how big of a house you have or how many Lamborghinis you have. It should be measured by your character.
How can you expect people to trust what you promise if you can't even clean your own room? Failure is so much easier to take than regret.
Okay, this represents time. Okay? This represents repeated effort. Okay, so it's effort on top of effort on top of effort, right? And then this represents survival. Okay? Now, if you're like most people, this is your goal. Most people, maybe they have bigger goals, but they just want to survive and they want to do the minimum required of life in order to just survive. Okay? That's most people. They just want to survive and make a living. And some people, they want to survive in a fancier way. For example, they want to survive, but they want to have some more things. They want to have a nice car and a nice house, right? So those people, they like to stay in this area where they're surviving and they're getting a little bit more than surviving, and they like to have nice things. So most people, they live their lives like this. You're born, right? You work, and eventually you become independent, and you go to school, you do all these things that require you get like a nice job, and you do all these things that get you to survival. They get you to where you need to survive. All the basic fundamentals of survival: food, water, shelter. And this doesn't just apply to surviving in the real world, but it applies to your jobs, your fitness goals, right? And so they do enough to reach this point, and they kind of stay in this area. So maybe some people, they go up higher and they live enough to survive well, like up here. And then eventually you die, right? Because time is finite. Finite. I know it's bad, but just bear with me here, okay? Now, a lot of people will have, their goal as survival. That's like the common person is their goal, right? A lot of people just want to survive and make a living. Now, they don't want to do anything extreme. They don't really want to provide their maximum potential to the world, okay? And now, above survival, some people like to have a goal that's up here, okay? A really high goal, right? They want to achieve something that regular people don't achieve. Now, the thing is, to reach this goal, it requires almost double the repeated effort. And this is just an inaccurate graph, but it kind of helps represent. Sometimes you might need to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 100 times. You have to put 100 times the effort to reach this goal in whatever it is. Okay, this goal in life, this goal that most people aren't willing to make the sacrifices to. Okay? Now, a lot of people actually have these goals. You probably do too. A lot of people want to achieve more than just survival in life. But humans are geared to survival. They're not geared to success or to reaching insanely high goals. They're geared to survival. So we have to overcome this human nature of ours in order to achieve the goals we actually want to get in our lives, the higher goals, the greater things that we can achieve and accomplish. So, people that actually reach their goals are required to put a lot more effort, and they might stagnate here for a bit, and they push through the barrier. And then a lot of people, they push through this barrier and it's uncomfortable, they don't like it, and they'll go back down. And then up and down, they'll stagnate here. Okay? But the successful people, they push through this barrier, they go through failures, and they eventually keep going and reach their goal. Most people will not do this path. Probably 99% of people, maybe 90. I'm not sure the exact statistics, but you get my point. To do abnormal things, you have to do abnormal things. If you want to reach goals that most people can't reach, you have to do things that most people don't do in order to reach those goals. So this is just something I wanted to go over today, because I don't know, just kind of like an epiphany. Not really an epiphany, it's something I've known for a while, but as I observe the world, I can see it more and more. If you want to be normal, do normal things. If you want to be abnormal, you have to do something different. And you have to put in a lot more effort. 2 times the effort, 3 times the effort, 4 times, 100 times the effort, maybe even more, to reach those abnormal goals. And a lot of people, after they reach these goals that they've set, will even go for a higher goal and a higher goal. And they want to reach the maximum potential, not set by the narrative of the common people, not set on what other people say is successful, what other people say should be their goals, but set on what they believe is success for themselves. What they believe is success for themselves. And that can be a lot of different things for a lot of different people. And so honestly, it's all dependent on what you see as successful and what you and your goals and what you want those goals to be. Do you want those to be conformed around society? What society sees as successful, which a lot of times that leads to shallow goals, shallow ambitions? Or do you want it to serve a larger purpose based off of what you believe? Interesting. Something you might want to look into. My name is Justin, and remember, you deserve the consequences of your actions.